Let me tell you a little bit about these little get-togethers that I've had. About a year and a half ago, I was doing a convention with Caitlin Glass, who plays Winry, and lots of other things. Oh, go ahead and close them both. Thank you, sweetie. I think it's gonna get loud out there. Put a sign on the door that says, "You were late, God doesn't like you." Somebody will go, "I knew it!" So somebody will take a picture and put it on the internet. Look how mean Vic is. Caitlin and I both are very involved in our churches and very serious about our faith, and that's one of the many things that makes she and I such close friends. And we were at a convention in Detroit, Michigan, I think, UMaCon, little teeny con, and it was cold too. That's right, it was great. So it was, I guess maybe around earlier in this time of the year, and we were hanging out Saturday night at the convention, and Caitlin and I said, if we were home tomorrow, we would both be at church. We were both at the time involved in leading music and singing and playing and stuff at our respective churches. Caitlin's in Dallas and I'm in Houston. And I said, if we were home, she said we would be at our churches tomorrow morning. And I said, yeah. And she said, hey, there's a piano in the lobby of the hotel. Why don't we have our own little, just me and you? Let's just get together and sing some songs and and just share some time together, maybe share what we've been reading or something that maybe we feel like we've learned or that God has shown us lately. And I'm like, yeah, that's a great idea. So Sunday morning comes and she and I go to the piano and I'm sitting there playing and she's singing and within like 2 minutes there were like 40 people standing around the piano and listening and stuff. And all of a sudden it was like, bing. I thought, there are people that are genuinely curious, for lack of a better word. There are people that come to these conventions who want to share this kind of time. There are people that either they may go to church already or attend some kind of service on Sunday, and if they were not at the convention, they would be in church, and so this is a chance for them to kind of have a little worship time on Sunday morning that they were missing out, which is cool. And because, hey, guess what? God doesn't need a church. I have news for a lot of people. He doesn't care about buildings. He doesn't care about stained glass. He cares about you. And that's all that matters to him. Buildings come and go. People, that's what matter. So it's a real neat opportunity for people to get together and share that kind of time on Sunday if they're at the con. And then it's also a really neat opportunity for us to share something that is of great value to us, that we feel is a wonderful message to anybody and everyone. And there are people all over the place that are searching. You know that. I mean, you don't even have to verbally or outwardly agree with me. I think if you search your own hearts, you know that everybody is searching. I'm reading this really cool book right now called Uprising. No, that was the last book. This book is called Soul Cravings. It's the most amazing book. It's written by this guy out in Los Angeles. And he breaks down so analytically and so succinctly how human beings are created with curiosity, with something that draws them to a sense of the eternal, with something that draws them to the spiritual. Now, I don't think there's anybody in here who go, oh no, I never think about that stuff. I don't care about it. I don't, No, everybody does, because that's the way we were made. We were all made to ask those questions. It's normal. It's natural. It's what was intended. So I found that these little get-togethers at some of the conventions that I've gone to have really been amazingly well received. And I think mostly because God likes them. I think He appreciates when people take a few minutes to consider something a little bigger than how many wall scrolls I'm going to buy today, or or what you know what I mean, or what I had for breakfast, or what I'm going to eat for dinner. That's fine, but there are those greater questions. You know what I'm talking about? There are those deeper moments within each of us, and I think it's really neat, and I think it's a wonderful thing for anybody who will take a few minutes to consider those questions.